So what we've been doing up until this point is studying our poetry unit, talking about different authors, and you completed that Survey Monkey for me to kind of gauge your interest in where we're at with poetry, and some of you would rather do yard work, and that's great. So we are extended. I know Seth wants to do yard work. So let's talk about, as we move forward with our poetry slam, some of the terms that you guys have learned in the last 4 or 5 weeks. What do we know about poetry? What are some of the terms that we've worked on? Yeah?
There's end rhyme.
End rhyme, okay. What else? What other? Kylie? Hey, Lee? Simile? Thank you. Just shout them out, guys. Symbol. Symbols.
Alliteration.
Exaggeration.
Internal rhyme.
Wow, okay. Connotation. What else?
Personification.
Personification.
Onomatopoeia.
Ballad.
Oh wait, personification.
Ballad?
Is that what you say?
Yeah,
Stanza.
Metaphor.
Internal and ballad. Is it elegy? I don't know.
You know that bitch. No, she's not cheating. She's using her resources. That's different.
Connotation.
Program, Sean's a bot.
Internal. Oh, never mind. I didn't know that.
I have a question.
Is it eulogy or elegy?
Elegy. And that's a great question. An elegy.
In math. Ballad.
No, a
No, it's
eulogy.
not. It's like
with dun, 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 dun.
Oh.
No, such a lovely person.
Oh.
Graduated from pub. These are the contributions they made to the world. Elegy is a poem written to do that. Just wake it up, Ben. There you go. I hope it's still working. So, great. Whether or not you use your resources or you pulled those out of your brain box, that's great. So how do these things affect the way that we read a poem and the way that we infuse tone and meaning? Caleb?
Well, you use them to like.
Hiding behind the chair. I can't see you. You're good.
You use them to express feeling into your poem.
Okay.
Instead of just like writing words, you use these to like express yourself.
Okay, so these help you put expression into your poem. Maya?
If you know where they are and how they're like used and like how they fit into the poem, it can help you decide what tone and what like how you're gonna convey or express the poem.
Okay, great. So in a poem like Robert Frost's work, if you just get up here and read it like this, and you don't know how any of this works, you have less of a chance of effectively conveying that to your audience. Kylie?
It like brings the poem like more excitement and it makes it have like a deeper meaning than what it actually is.
Okay. So it takes it up a notch in terms of just, well, I think this poem is about a summer's day. Or I think this poem is about a man meeting his friend at a fence and having a conversation. Then we can really figure out and extract that it's about death coming to visit, right? Like that Robert Frost one. And not counting the hills, all the hills and the valleys and things we have not done, but living in the moment. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do is I'm going to reread this poem from A Good Day. I'm going to give you a little bit of background on this poem now. From A Good Day by Kate Rakowski. This poem is about somebody who struggles with suicide and depression. So now that you know that reference, let me read it from her point of view, kind of paying attention to the rhyme, the simile, the symbols, and also if you remember back to E.E. Cummings' The Use or Lack Thereof of Grammar, too. From A Good Day by Kate Rakowski. Yesterday, I spent $60 on groceries, took the bus home, carried both bags with 2 good arms back to my studio apartment, and cooked myself dinner. You and I may have different definitions of a good day. This week, I paid my rent and my credit card bill. I worked 60 hours between 2 jobs. morning, locked my door, and remembered to buy eggs. My mother is proud of me. It's not the kind of pride she brags about at the golf course. She doesn't combat topics like, my daughter got into Yale, with, oh yeah, my daughter remembered to buy eggs. But she is proud. See, she remembers what came before this. Okay, does that, it's a little different? A little different. She is a suicide survivor who turned her writing into some pretty amazing pieces. If this is a poem you're interested in, From a Good Day by Kate Rakowski, you can for sure look it up at home. I just ask that you do it with your parents because it is a deeper topic. Okay, and I want you to be able to process and talk to them about that. Okay, so moving into kind of the results and the data from our survey that we looked at earlier, what that tells me is that you like more project-based stuff, more hands-on stuff. So is there anybody who would like to come up and present the poem that they chose? Kaya? Who did you work with today?
Taylor.
Which one of you will be speaking? Me. Shocking. Okay, so remembering that as an audience, our eyes and ears are focused up here. We're not having side conversations, okay?
I'm a prisoner of words unsaid, just lonely feelings locked away in my head. I trap myself further every time I stay quiet and I should start to speak, but I stop to stay silent. And now I've made my own hard bed inside this prison of words unsaid.
Very nice, Kaya. Okay, what are some things that Kaya did really well with that? Leah? She did hand gestures, right? She didn't just stand here and recite like this. Okay, what else? Kylie? Okay, so remembering that on that rubric, when you all come up to perform your poetry slam next week, if you choose to recite a poem that someone's already written, you can do that. You can have your paper for reference. If it's a handwritten one that came out of your brain. If it's something that somebody else wrote, you cannot have that paper. So original poems, you can have the paper. Written by somebody else, you cannot have the paper. Okay? Yes, Mr. Bills? What did Kaya do well?
She used expression.
She used expression. How so? Can you give me an example of that?
The tone in her voice was
Okay, so she kind of went up and down and up and down. That's an effective tool, absolutely, for feeling. What else did Kaya do well? Right? Kaya, what did you think you did well? How did that feel getting up and performing poetry?
Well, I guess, I didn't, stay monotone the whole entire time. I tried to have more, elongate some of the words and, pause and then go really fast and, not just stay one consistent rhythm.
Okay, great. So using the commas and the periods and the line spacing to tell you when you should pause. Because your poetry slams have to be between 1 minute and 3 minutes, right? So if you choose something that's short, you can see how quickly that goes by. You really have to kind of evaluate and adjust your speaking. Charlotte, did you have your hand raised?
Yeah, just she was loud enough where everyone could hear, and she wasn't just looking at the paper the whole time and reading really quietly.
So she did a great job projecting her voice, right? That's, as a teacher, you learn to do that. I could probably stand at the top of that porch and you can hear me at the other end of the field real easily because you learn to project, without screaming in a normal speaking voice. So as you are performing, you need to be able to project your voice as well. Is there another group or another person who might like to perform today? Okay, Faith?
Can we play Pygo and she goes after me?
You do you. This is you. You do you however you need to present that.
No, I don't understand. I am a prisoner of words unsaid, just lonely feelings locked away in my head. I trap myself further every time I speak. I should start to speak, but I stop and stay silent. Now I've made my own hard bed inside this prison of words unsaid.
Very nicely done. Maya, did you want to come up and then we'll kind of talk about it together? Okay.
I'm a prisoner I trap myself further every time I stay quiet. I should start to speak, but I stop and stay silent. And now I've made my own hard bed inside this prison of words unsaid.
Nice. One thing, well, I liked a lot of things about it. Something I noticed right off the bat, the different emotions out of both of them. I felt like when Faith performed, it was one feeling, and then when Maya performed, it was like almost from a place of like edgy anger. Like you're mad. You had these unsaid words, and it's bottled up. And then Faith, what's the emotion you were trying to convey?
Like on the edge of crying, sad,
That's how I felt. It gives me chills. I feel like you had like a passionate, like you're bursting to kind of get this out of you. Super cool. Very nicely done. What do you feel like they did well, guys? Genevieve?
Facial expressions made her look like she's about to cry, and my hand gestures.
So they physically committed to their poems too, right? Nicely done. What else? Okay, so right now, just with your fingers, like 1 to 5, 1 being, I'm incredibly comfortable. I totally have this. I've got it on lock. I'm confident. 5 being, I can think of 50,000 things I'd rather do than this poem, and I hate this, and it gives me a stomachache. Okay? So 1 being, I've got it. I'm solid. 5 being, this is horrible, and I hate it. 3, I'll get there. I just need some more practice, but I've got a good idea. Show me. You can put them on your stomach. You put it wherever you're comfortable, just so I can look around and kind of figure out where we're at. Okay. Okay, cool. Guys, that just lets me know who I need to check in with and kind of help. If you guys want to wave at the camera and say, hi, Dr. Reddit.
Hi,